In order to avoid the giant, the little girl rushed into the cucumber, but the giant picked up the cucumber the next second and put it into his mouth without saying a word. Fortunately, the kind old giant saw this scene, jumped up and grabbed her hand, and said that the half cucumber was rotten and could not be eaten. The giant, who was afraid of diarrhea, was frightened and hurriedly threw away the cucumber, and then turned around and left the old giant's house. When the little girl climbed out of the cucumber with difficulty, her body was covered with juice. The old giant saw her embarrassed appearance, so he stretched out his palm for the girl to stand on, and then put her in the huge water dragon. In order to prevent the girl from catching a cold, he carefully put her next to the stove to dry. Under the care of the old giant, the little girl soon regained her cute appearance, and then the old giant wanted to send her back to the human world. But he didn't know that this move was full of dangers. Because the old man was, in the giant country, the shortest among the giants, he was often bullied by other giants. He could only sneak away carefully while the giants outside were taking a nap. In order to avoid these violent giants, the old woman tried her best. However, despite her extra caution, she was discovered by a vigilant giant and was immediately caught. She hid in a truck, but in the next second, the old woman was quickly and roughly put on the truck. At the same time, on the opposite mountain, another giant was stepping on two scrapped cars. Before the old woman could react, she was pushed down by the strong man with the car. The giant on the opposite mountain was strong and immediately ran away. However, she didn't know that she would pay a painful price for this, because the little girl was hiding in the car on her right foot and was about to be hit. The girl hurriedly turned the steering wheel desperately, and then a very gratifying scene happened.